I always like to say, if I had to say a phrase, and it was my phrase for this garden last year, it's my phrase for it again. Petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nid, and that means little by little the bird builds its nest. And indeed, that's the way I wanted this to feel.
Everything's a one of a kind, even when you get the lumber delivery and it's all reclaimed from barns and from old salvage building materials. There's a lot of irregularity in the material, so you have to. It's a bit more artistic than a typical construction job.
There are so many places in the city that are very hardscaped and very sharp, and this space is supposed to be the opposite of that. You're supposed to notice that a still bee blows when the wind blows. You're supposed to notice all of the different colors are very calming. It's supposed to give you a respite from the rest of your day.
It's the beautiful found pieces that Karen planted. It's the chandeliers. You're not going to find this anywhere else in the city, and I don't think you can. And there are a lot of great outdoor gardens this summer, or beer gardens, but they're not gardens. They're outdoor spaces, and this is a beautiful one.
I think the details are everything, because you can get materials and you can have a concept, but the way that it's executed, the way things are put together is very important.
You take these large massings, and that's all wonderful. But unless you pay attention to all the things that enhance those large massings, you're missing a great opportunity to connect to all of the things that you're trying to connect to. So, tying everything together in some sort of, even though there are so many components to this space that are very disparate, connecting them in some way, the details do that.
A lot of the cocktails that you'll see at the garden this summer are inspired by the botanicals that are grown here. And our wonderful designer Karen and her husband Jeff and Seth from PHS must have planted over 60 cucumber plants and tons of botanical flowers and herbs and things that we'll actually use within our cocktails this summer.
I actually do have one particular favorite part of the garden, and that would be this bar. And I knew it was going to be great, but I will say it exceeded my expectations, and that was due to Karen's design and Karen's vision, but also a lot of just really talented people.
I love working with my husband. I feel very lucky. People say to us all the time, how come you do not kill each other? Because when we're in the midst of it, there's some bantering that happens. But we have so much faith in each other, and we trust each other so completely, and he cares so deeply that he gets right what I'm trying to achieve.
I don't always understand when I'm driving down the road and Karen says stop the car and we're buying doors or we're buying columns or something, that she has a vision, and I don't always know how it's going to be put together, but at the end of it, it always looks phenomenal.
I always love this cottage because people love to be in a public space, but they also love to have a cocoon. And they love to have a private place where that they can people watch and see everything going on, but they can also be in here and be really, really comfortable.
People just come in and they're transported, and they don't feel like they're in the city anymore, and they grab something to drink and something to eat, and they kick back and relax, and it's just so beautiful, and they have a great time.
PHS is an incredible organization, and they're all about community involvement, and these gardens are a way to take spaces that don't look beautiful and make them look beautiful, and the community appreciates it.
I love it because it's just a feeling of satisfaction, and it's a challenge, and you work really hard. So when it's all done and you actually get to see it come to fruition and people enjoying it, that makes you feel very good and satisfied.
You imagine somebody pulling it together over many, many, many years, and here we did it in 6 weeks. But I didn't want it to feel that way. I wanted it to feel very, 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 very slowly built, and sort of little treasures brought together to create something really special.